Well,
Starting the stream. Got our starting soon up. Hey, Raz. Uh, Top fan right here, yeah. Definitely.
I did ask her before leaving though if she would be watching or not.
I'm not waving, I'm just moving my hands.
They have the right to know.
You've got me watching the stream, the Twitch streamer as well, but I'm putting it on my bed far away, so I can't metagame. Can't see what your next move is.
Alright. Every viewer helps out. So I'm appreciative of all of the viewers that pop in. We're getting ready to start Eyes of the Fallen. By the way, we will have some music. How close are you to meeting that watcher average? I am at, looking at my analytics right now, uh, 2.52 of 3.
Huh.
So I'm literally 0.5 away. But the way that Twitch does this is they take
Gross.
5 minutes of the stream. They go every 5 minute increment, add up how many viewers are watching in that time, and then divide that by the number of hours that the stream goes. And then they take that whole number as well as every other they add that number to all the combined streams in a 30-day period that they do that math for, and then divide that number by the total number of hours that you have streamed entirely, and that's how they get it. But they also round down. So if the number is like 2.9, instead of rounding up to 3, they round it down to 2.
That's lame.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fucked. But
That's fucking stupid.
it's the way that Twitch does it, and we are so close to that affiliate mark. And then once affiliate is reached, I can start dropping in my own emotes. I can start putting extensions on the stream that you guys can send bits to and get like special things to happen, voting polls and all that stuff. Uh I think once you reach affiliate, I don't know if you have to maintain, but they kind of expect you to. I don't think from what I saw, it's not written down that the requirements say that you have to maintain it, but once you reach that level, it's kind of expected that you hold that.
Huh.
And then
Mm.
to reach the highest level of Twitch streamer, which is partner, where you start making money from ads being played on your stream. you have to do 75 average viewers. So it gets very complicated getting up there. You don't even need any more like followers or subscribers than you do to reach affiliate. You just have to get your average viewer count up to 75.
Hmm.
Which again, absolute pain in the ass. Is there?
I think there is. I saw that you posted something in your story.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. You're very active, actually.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You're on
Who
there all day.
actually
It's
has control?
unbelievable.
So who actually has control over the Instagram? Is it you, Caleb, or is it Erica?
He's obsessed.
Absolutely, the smallest person has control of Instagram.
How short are you, Erica, again?
What? What does my size, my height has to do with that?
So
Well,
short. Got
I
it.
don't know. Gremlin behavior.
Explain.
No.
Explain and develop
Okay,
because it
so
has to make sense.
here's how it makes sense. If there ever were
Wait.
to be...
Wait,
Wait,
wait.
wait.
Go on.
If there ever were to be an instant grandmother, they would have to be the shortest of us all. So, obviously, you would fit in with that because you go to bed early, you are on Instagram, and you're very short.
Except for on Twitch, it's awake till the freaking.
No.
And you like
What
cats
do
too.
you mean?
Yeah, you also like cats.
But I don't have
Yeah.
them. I don't love cat as much
You
as
tried to steal one.
I didn't try to steal it. I tried to save it. There's a difference. And we are not talking about that online. People, I don't need the police at my door.
That's right, people. Breaking news. Social media manager likes to.
Likes to steal cats off the street.
It was not
Kitty
off
kitty.
the street.
She likes to use
Because
them
if
in
it
her
was
ritual
off the street,
sacrifices.
I would have kept it.
Also,
I did the same with Moni.
I see you people in the comment who knows the story. Don't you dare write anything. I really don't need the police at my door.
also, when was Insta for grandmas? As soon as Meta took over. As soon as Facebook took over, that's when it became for the grandmas.
Wait, Facebook took over Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, cringe.
Very cringe.
Because
That's why
now
you
when
can
you
link
have your
Instagram and Facebook.
security, yeah, your security settings, although you still have the choice if you want to join both accounts or not. My personal one is, the others are not. Because some people have more than one account. It's
I have the Turn
useful,
Design
and have you
account, but
known.
I don't use it.
I like Instagram. It's nice to connect with people. Well, but then
And
again,
also
I
to
have a
stalk people.
bookstagram. I have a bookstagram, so it's more like a book community. Beside Fable, because there was a drama with a good read. Anyways, another topic that can't be discussed online.
I'm not talking about mine. Thank you.
You can. We're
Today,
having a little
I saw
social
a
media
balloon.
talk now.
No.
Bookstagram may be certifiable as grandma. How dare you be on his side? I'll have you known. I have a lot of. No, my sentence is grandma like. Okay, I guess it is. about to tell you. Um, there is plenty of youngsters on Instagram, but that's a sentence only old people say.
Yeah, the fact that you said youngsters in an actual sentence, unironically, makes you an old person.
Listen, I am entering my third decade, so I guess I can lean into the elderly stage. It's
There you go.
fine.
You're
It's
practically
fine. I'm
decrepit. You weren't even born in the 21st century.
okay. I accept it. I accept it. I was telling them the other day how I can't wait to start
One
getting
here.
salt and peppery.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to, so it's fine.
All right.
Say sorcerer. Spell.
What?
Did you say salt and pottery or sell pottery?
Salt and peppery. You know when you
Oh,
have
salt and
grays and
yeah,
black?
salt and peppery. I don't know where I
Salt
got
and
pottery
peppery.
from, but pottery sounds like something a granny would do.
No.
Absolutely, that's
Salt and
granny
pottery.
behaviors.
No.
Make your own salt. Make your own salt containers. Spin that shit on a wheel. Make it out of clay.
It's
Erica's
okay.
salt
I'll
and
be an
pepper
active
shakers.
grandpa.
Look at that cardigan. That's such grandmother. That's a granny cardigan.
I'll have you know, it's snowing on this side of the planet, okay?
Yeah, I've got
Is
some of
it?
my family in the
Tragic.
Netherlands that I've got some of my friends in the Netherlands that were talking about how like it's snowing for once, and it's like whoa.
It's been so long, to be honest.
Yeah,
The hottest it's going
same
to be
here.
today is 76 degrees Fahrenheit. In Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I'm not fucking American. Yeah, the hottest it's going to be. No, the hottest it's going to be today is 27 degrees Celsius, which is pretty brisk. Which is not. It's hot, but it's not hot. It's not like uncomfortably hot. And
Mm.
0% humidity, which is amazing. Wait, no, let me look at the humidity index. No, 94% humidity. That's awful. Fucking hate.
Yeah, when I woke up today, it was like
No,
5 Celsius out.
but no rain today, which is nice
Oh, that's nice.
for once. I at work this afternoon. Fuck my life. It's like I wanted to drink today because it's my dad's cousins and my brother's combined birthday lunch dinner thing. I want to have a few drinks, but I'm like, no, you can't do that. You have to come and cover my shift because I'm going drinking and chaperoning people. I'm like, fuck you, Angelina. But sure, I need the money.
Nice name dropping on Twitch live. Hopefully Angelina doesn't watch
I
this.
didn't give her a last name, did I? So Angela could be literally anyone.
It could be.
It could be a false.
It
Could be
could
a
be
fake name.
literally anyone within Australia.
Exactly. Do you know how
Anyone
common
within
the name
Australia.
Angela is?
Anyone within Australia that also happens to work with someone named Ethan.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck off, Caleb.
Oh. Okay. We are going to start, and we're going to start this off by doing something that I forgot to do in the time that we've had spared since, which is to give you guys the loot within the chest.
Oh,
Ooh.
wait. Aren't you supposed to start the stream
The
by
stream
giving
is...
us the answer to something?
Oh, yeah. Starting the stream off with the answer
People,
to the
the
joke.
people of Instagram wants to know.
Remind me what that
What did
joke
you
was.
do? Wait, because it's in my notes. Saturdays. Oh, Actually, I might listen to it. That's gonna go faster. No, I don't want to make a new story.
What did I just see?
On
What is it?
Saoirse Ronan, I love Saoirse Ronan.
Did you found it? Is my Bluetooth on? Oh, it is.
I've not found
Oh.
it yet. There's so many in here that it could be any one of them. So I'm
Okay. Friday. Why are hyperactive monsters so dangerous in earlier editions of Dungeons and Dragons?
got it. Why are hyperactive monsters so dangerous in earlier editions? Let me see if I can find where that was. I really need to mark these. Well, now I have a bunch of post-it notes to actually be able to do that, so I will. Active monsters. Do. Why does it have... so many? Ah, found it. So, for why are hyperactive monsters so dangerous in early editions of Dungeons and Dragons? They have ADHD.
Ah,
I agree with that one. I agree with that one.
God damn it. Okay.
This
I'm
one
gonna
is
turn the
appropriate.
soundboard
You should
off.
remove 2 dices. You should remove 2d4s
a
of the
premium
die.
thing that you have to have.
Yeah, I think. But that is our... Yeah, still don't know the name of the baby dragon. Y'all haven't given it a name, asked it a name. Nobody's interaction with this baby dragon has been very low, and there's a nature that might start happening.
Well,
Feels
we
very
were
bunny for Easter thing.
we had the list. We just needed to pick from the long list of everyone.
Yes. So now we can go into your guys' loot, what you have earned from your time in the cave with your one chest. Go ahead and Luca, roll me a D100.
Oh, D100, you got it. That's an 84.
It's an 84.
Yep.
All right. Then let's see. Ooh. Okay. And no, not that. And it should Do. Have to find the proper table. Go ahead and roll me another. Ah, there we go. Another D100.
Okay. 2.
2. Got
2.
it.
Like an 84 and a 2.
So I think it's right up here. And then roll me a D4.
A D4.
Yes.
Beep. 1.
1. Got it. Seymour, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Ross.
Roll me a D100.
Of course.
Oh no.
The screen won't load in time. So jumping into my feed. Beyond.
Got a 32. Okay, with a 32.
A second. Ready
32. All right. Go ahead and roll me a D10.
Yes.
8. Okay. Interesting. Got it. Where'd that go? Huh. So. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Darcy, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay. Uh, 53.
53. Okay. Let's see. Say 53. Go ahead and roll me also a D10.
Alrighty. 6.
6. Okay. And then Nova, are you with us?
Yes.
I need you to roll me a D100 as well.
Mm, 23.
23.
Yeah.
What? So, with a 23, I need you to roll me a d10 as well.
4.
4. Okay.
Mm.
Got it. So, inside of this chest, you all find collectively 1 potion of healing, common, a handheld mirror set in a painted wooden frame, the frame painted with what looks to be a almost ocean blue paint, faded from age, but still relatively nice looking. The mirror being untouched by anything but dust and cobwebs from age spent inside this chest, as well as silk vestments that have golden embroidery. The vestments themselves are a dyed crimson with gold filigree that run along the chest and back of these vestments. And then cloth of gold vestment. These a fine silk that have been mostly embroidered through with thin golden thread. In total, for everything there, the total amount of gold pieces that you guys have found is 300 gold pieces worth. So, between each of the items, excluding the 1 healing potion, gold piece total comes out to a total of 300. Which you'll have to sell first, but should you sell, then get roughly 300 if you're unable to talk higher. But that is what awaits you inside this chest, maybe split up amongst you as you wish, but you guys are about to talk with the guild mistress as you are summoned in there from your successful quest.
All right. Luca will lead the way into the room.
Luca, as you step into the room first, you're able to see that Ulvan, the guild mistress, is still sitting behind her desk, but she does appear to have a new stack of papers off to her left on the desk that she is currently flipping through, somewhat muttering to herself before she looks up, noticing you.
Hello.
It is good to see that you are all successful. Please, everyone come in. She motions for damn it. Everyone to step in to her office. Door closing behind. as everybody filters into this room and the last person makes her way through, you see the door close on its own, and she puts her hands into a sort of teepee, elbows on her desk, and looks to you all, resting her chin on her teepeed fingers, and says, "So, I assume that it was a successful quest."
It was. We found the cloak that you sent us after, but we also found a binding ritual for the spirit that was in that area.
Binding
I
ritual.
I think it might be good if some of our people keep a hold of it, keep it in good condition.
It would be prudent. Were you able to bring the ritual, or is it still there?
Luca pulls out the ritual scroll.
She extends her hand out to take it.
I let her take it.
As she takes it, she kind of looks it over. Strange. I would have thought that it'd be more tattered from age.
I took the liberty of repairing it somewhat
Oh, well,
to make sure it made it through travel.
good fortune to have sent you on this if you were able to find this as well. He carefully rolls it back up, setting it on her desk. And so, the robes.
Back to Seymour.
You're muted if you're trying to talk.
Mm.
It's an internet issue.
Um, go in your GG. Wow. Um, go in your headsets, GG if you have installed it, and just make sure that Discord is in the mic and in the chat or wherever you're supposed to have it. I know sometimes it can move into your stuff can move without you like
Noticing.
knowing,
Yeah.
yeah, or noticing. Actually, I'm saying that mine is in media right now. Okay, cool. Um, that can also play with it. If you go into the settings of your computer itself, you need to make sure that's the right that the headset is properly put for the micro. Are you writing? Because I know there was an update recently, and when I done it, it messed up with my headset setting. Still can't.
Oh,
They,
Give me a moment.
now
there
I
Excuse
hear
you
me.
you.
Legs move.
go.
It's taking forever for my screen to load. Can't move.
And now we don't hear you. What? look in Discord. See the little like video connected thing in Discord. Right above. It's like right over the green camera symbol, the video details. Click on that and see what your ping is at. Because you could just be having stupid high ping right now. 225? That's almost in the delayed speech, but shouldn't be this bad. If you have to, we can turn off camera. Have the camera turned off to see if that helps with bandwidth. And we'll see if that works. Oh. Okay. They're gonna try to come back.
Is that better?
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope it stays that way. Okay, as I was saying before the freaking app rudely interrupted me, I thought Seymour will raise his hand as if in school and be like, "Ah, I'm wearing it right now." And kind of swishes it around as if he's at like a fancy dress party before taking it off and handing it to the guild mistress.
Okay. Seymour, I do have to ask.
Hmm.
Did you attempt to attune to this item?
Yes.
So, on your journey back, you were attempting to attune to the item.
Hmm.
As you start to take it off, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great. That's love to hear. A 7.
You begin to attempt to take it off, and then something comes to mind. Wouldn't it be better to have it and to be able to use it in later times? What if you need it? What if it's necessary? Maybe you shouldn't take it off right now. And everybody
Ah,
watches as
precious.
Seymour begins to try to take it off. A look comes across his face, and he slowly puts it back on.
Seymour, that is not yours. That is for the guild. Take it off, please.
It won't come off.
It
Uh,
won't come off.
Seymour, to be specific, it's less that the item itself won't come off, it's more that you have the thought that maybe it's better in your hands.
Great. Making enemy of the guild already. Guild mistress, what's the intended purpose of this cloak? Is there by chance we could use it on our ventures to aid us in our endeavors?
Your wish to use it?
If possible.
Unfortunately, your rank would not be anywhere near high enough to be able to use any of the magic items at our disposal. What?
Fair enough. He will try to take it off again.
But I look so good in this cloak. Why should I be the one to have to hand it over? No.
This is such a golem thing.
It's almost precious.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll an insight check to try to tell what's going on?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, dope. 21.
Yeah, in the short time that you've known Seymour, hasn't seemed to be someone who's been like very very golem-y, and right now he's very golem-y. And in the time when the change to his face, change to his expression came, it very much looked like there was a flash of red in his eyes before they turned back to his natural color.
Looks cursed, isn't it?
I'm
Right.
sorry. I'm sorry I have to do this to you, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
My character will turn around, and his eyes will flash like this dark black color as he quietly calls out, "Disrobe," and cast command.
Okay.
DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
So this is gonna be fun. Okay. Go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw, Seymour.
8.
Seymour,
Uh.
how does Seymour interpret disrobe?
He starts taking off every single article of his clothing, except his underwear.
So, first, the robe does come off, and it's a moment of like, I did it. And then he starts undoing buttons on his shirt. And you're like, wait a second. He pulls off the shirt. Wait. Pulling down his pants, kicking off his shoes. Here is Seymour in all his natural glory. Underwear still noticeably on. And I have to ask, belt that holds your weapons still on or off?
Still on,
Still
I
on.
guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still on. So still with his weapon belt on him. Here is Seymour standing proud in a puddle of clothes around him, to either the delight or trauma of his party members. Who's to say? But
Luca will nonchalantly kind of just walk up, grab the cloak, pat Seymour on the shoulder, and take the cloak over to the guildmaster.
Seymour, after like 6 seconds, your mind clears, and as he takes the robe over, you look down and you're standing here, unclothed, in front of the guild mistress, who is very much has her hand over her mouth and is quietly laughing as she takes the robe.
Seymour will be very quiet, befuddled, and confused. It's like, by the name of Deep Shialis, what the fuck just happened?
I am sorry to do that to you, Seymour, but this cloak, it had some sort of control over your mind. I had to assert my own.
And correct me if I'm wrong, he said derobe. He couldn't have just said take off coat or something.
The way the spell works, it requires you to only say one word. I could not think of a
Well,
more
that's a
clever one.
stupid ass spell.
It is. Magic is very troublesome sometimes.
Seymour will gather his clothing and he will turn around and head towards a darkened corner and hide behind, let's say, very long draping curtains. And as people watch him leave the immediate area, they will notice a manta ray tattoo on his back and shoulders. If they notice, of course.
For those who looked.
Yeah. Who all looked?
They did not.
Luca
The
probably would have
second she
noticed.
saw the button coming up, she turned away. She turned around.
Darcy was just holding Scruffy and covering his eyes.
Scruffy in your hand, you can feel like is trying to look, is very much like
No.
fighting against that.
Then you have Seymour's hawk just like, if birds could
Just
do this,
one
that's what.
head under his wing, just full on.
Yeah.
If a hawk could be disappointed, this is the disappointed hawk.
Yeah.
But the guild mistress takes the robe, and as she takes it, you see her take it like very much with her fingertips grasping it, not doing a full hand contact, but as little contact as possible.
Yeah.
Holds it.
Luca would have carried it with his prosthetic arm, so it didn't touch his skin.
She holds it, and you see her walk over towards this window, kneel down, and knock 3 times, pause, 2 times, pause, 4 times on a trap door in the floor. And after a few seconds, you see the door pops open, and a head pokes out from this door. Face of a elderly gnome, probably in his like put to human years, maybe 80s, 90s. And she hands the robe down to him, looks it over, nods, and then pulls the trap door shut once more, and the noticeable sound of a lock is heard before she walks back over to her desk. So, with this mission completed, you all have done your initiation. Please step forward. It's time to give you the mark of our company.
Luca would kind of raise a brow at that and then kind of stay where he's at because he's already kind of quite forward.
Darcy steps forward.
Yeah, and she would ask, Mark?
The symbol of our guild. It's the one that you saw outside on the banners. So that anyone within the guild will be able to recognize you. And our connections will also recognize you as members of the guild.
She would just. Oops, wait. I'm sorry. I just messed up my map. God. She would step behind Luca. Just to make sure.
Nova.
Do we have to step forward?
It's quite necessary to be a member.
What kind of mark are we talking about here?
Nothing painful, nothing permanent. Ish.
Maybe if you show I do that like if she has glasses. Maybe if you show us how it looks like. Where is it on you? Is it the eye? I'd like to keep both of them if, that's okay.
No, we don't take your eye. I would have thought that you would have seen that from the other members out there.
I do say
Yes, but
most of them had their eyes.
There's a few that lost their eyes in various battles, but the main point is we're not going to steal your eye.
Then what is it? What's the mark?
It's quite simple as she brings out a set of pens, each of them holding the metallic emblem of the guild, and you see her as she opens up part of her overcloak, and underneath there's this blue and purple robes that she wears, and right about here over her under her right collarbone is what looks to be a about yay big symbol of an eye turned sideways with blue and gold paint on it.
All right. Luca would unbutton his top and kind of pull, like the collar of his coat and his shirt over to the side a bit to free up the area.
Okay. She comes around, takes the pen, and puts it onto you in the spot that you designate before looking you in the eye with her one good eye, saying, "Welcome to our guild. It is good to have you, especially in the coming times." She looks to Nova.
I guess. And she'll just leave the little, like the cloth that she has.
She does the same,
Right up by here sounds like a good idea.
puts it in the spot where you want it.
Okay.
Before, it is good to have you. Thank you for joining. Your aid will be of great value. Moves to Darcy.
Ah, 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 ah. Don't forget that I'm only here because of Igwilv. I don't want anything permanent.
She said this was not permanent.
I know. But as soon as she tells me I can go, I will go.
Then, if you choose to leave, you may discard the pen, bring it back, tell us you're resigning. It is only here to give you access to more.
Okay. Alright, and she'll very slowly, but she'll unbutton her shirt and pull it to the side.
Ends it. Despite your reluctance, and knowing still that this is just a favor you are completing in the name of Igwilv, It is still good to have you. Do your best. She looks to Scruffy. Typically, we would need to know if you had pets beforehand. So I do not have
Ye-
anything for him.
No. Yeah, you won't brand him. She'll just.
What kind of organization do you believe that we are? We don't brand people, we don't take their eyes, we don't brand their pets. We give
Well,
them...
knowing Igwilv. Who knows?
Igwilv is many things. Of this I am sure you know. No, we have collars that we typically use so that people don't recognize your animal as a creature meant to be exterminated. But it's a rat, it's fine.
What?
And she moves on to down a little bit further and calls out to Seymour. Are you done are you done robing yourself?
Just one moment. Just much just you just see a hand. He's coming out from the just like quick does things steps out non-command.
She gives a small chuckle as she steps up to
Ready.
up to Seymour and proceeds to pin him as well, giving the same speech. Before she says, there may be something requiring your use of a certain boat that we gave you not that long ago. But first, on to other business as she steps up and back around to behind the desk, pulling out a sheet of paper and stamping it with a stamp on the desk and passing it over to whoever wishes to take it. Oh. This is to take to the front desk. There you shall get your payment that you were promised, as well as getting your rank put into file.
Thank you.
So you know, you will be starting at rank 1, which is just above an initiate. There's not much more freedoms in the use of it, but should come to aid should you need it. There are ways to rank faster and ways to rank slower, but there is one other matter that I wanted to see if you all would feel capable in doing.
What would that be?
I am sorry to have called you all here, and to put a new mission on your path so soon after this one, but this is of urgent need, and you are the first group to come back from their trips. There's word of a certain market happening soon. A Sealy market. And there appears to be something of great value in this market that I would want you all to acquire.
Do you have the money to pay for such a thing? Or the favors, rather, because it is Fey?
Yes, it would be on the guild, and unfortunately, it would not be a price of
Stealing.
coin. What was that, Seymour?
Did my eye first, but that does not seem to be the mode of payment.
No, it is a very different payment that they take. But whatever the payment is, the guild shall take on in full. The cost will not be put onto your heads unless it is something that you are able to do with minimal harm to yourself. If you understand my meaning.
Um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, what kind of flea market are we actually going to?
Nova, roll me a history check.
Okay.
I'll have it at advantage.
Okay. Do I actually want to know though? Yeah, I guess. Sorry. Oh. 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 No.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
The mention of the Sealy market conjures images in your mind of a time that the Sealy market traveled through your tribe's land, through your village, and it is loud, boisterous, chaotic, but harmless for the most part. Typically, they do not deal in any coin. Instead, these merchants often demand performances, answers to riddles, favors, or other things that are mostly intangible. The worst that you saw was one time a member of your village gave over their voice for a year in order to have access to one of the items for trade. But you also know that the Sealy market is actually overseen by someone named Pazrodine. Typically, you have seen Pazrodine. Let me just look this up real quick to make sure. Okay. Okay. Pazrodine often appears in the form of a elven woman with moonstone white hair and eyes that are almost molten silver in color. And you know, when Pazrodin is walking through the market, many of the traders inside of this market do not attempt to trick or lie or deceive in their dealings. You also know that the Fey market never stays in one place for too long and often makes its way between the Feywild and the material plane.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna need a little more information from you because, as far as I remember, that market doesn't really stay long in the same place. So, depending on how quickly you want this to be done, you know, clock is ticking. Well, I guess you people say that as well.
What's a clock? We've never had a clock before, but, yes. No, just kidding.
The sun is turning. Sorry, I should have said something like this. The sun is revolving, you know.
Clocks do exist. Gnomes and dwarves have made clocks to help better trade between different cultures. For cultures that live under the ground and don't typically interact with the day-night cycle, they have a clock to better assist them in telling what time it is and whether trade is open. So,
Oh, nice.
clocks do exist. They just don't often tick, as that would be annoying. But
That's fair.
she takes out another sheet of paper and sets it down on her desk in front of everyone and says, "Here is the location to a portal to the Feywild, as the market will be happening there. Should you step through, it should take you close to the market itself, and I would have you all go through this market and find," and she holds up a drawing. In this drawing, you can see what looks to be a older man, but it is nearly impossible to tell what race he may be, as he sits cross-legged, arms and legs made of bark, a bark-covered beard coming down from his face with eyes glowing green and hair leaves, with what appears to be steam rolling out from the area where his mouth once was, surrounded by greenery and forest with mushrooms at his legs and what looks to be a green and black portal behind him. This image is then titled Plant. We're looking for this card specifically, as it may be part of a set that we have long searched for and have just recently found to be in the hands of someone within this market. Your job is to go find it, and whatever cost it should come, the guild will pay.
So we just tell them going to come and get the payments on this side of the world?
The way that Fey payment acts is often instantaneous. It can travel dimensions and planes. So,
I'm just a little surprised you okay with that. The coast I'm in.
the cost is well worth what we will be gaining. I assure you.
Okay, time to go home. No, just kidding. No, she doesn't say that. But okay. Alright. I guess I will pray for you.
So, will you all accept?
Suppose.
Glances towards Darcy.
Yes.
Looking towards Seymour. Don't know if you're muted or not.
No choice.
There.
I think it's cutting in and out though, because sometimes we can hear you, and sometimes it's just.
If we had a choice.
You always have a choice. It's up to you to decide if you wish to take this mission on.
Yes.
Very well. Then I shall assign it to you with the exact location of this portal.
Yes.
The market, last I heard, was to take place in 3 days.
Yes.
The...
Accept the contract. Say anything.
Hello?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. I think it might have been something that caught up just now. Then the market is to take place in 3 days. The portal itself is about a day's travel from here. And I am unsure of what will lie on the roads as you travel. But do be careful. Be vigilant and ensure the safety of your allies. That is the only way to make it through this time. With that, you're free to go. Take care of whatever matters you may need before you are to journey to the Feywild.
Do we need to have a long rest before we go? Anyone?
Hmm. Still not used to these spells. Still not used to these spells. Do we?
Um, I have only used
Anyone
one of
did?
my. I have only used one of my leveled spells.
If we
Talk to
want to take
us.
half a rest,
Then
how
we
does it
shall
work? Oh, can we take half a rest?
do half rests. Good
We could
question.
we could go out for
Wait,
lunch.
so that's a short one then, not a long one. They do, right? Am I crazy to think that?
No, there's short rests. Like like I said in character, we could just basically go out for an hour lunch and call it a day.
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, yeah, I guess we could go grab a bite.
Nothing
The one
worse than
dies.
going traveling with an empty stomach.
Indeed.
Oh, I so agree with you
Yep.
on that.
Sounds good.
I so agree. I love the little hand. I so agree. Yes. And let's get lunch.
Allow me to open the
Lunch it
door.
is.
All right.
Lunch is on me. I'll pay.
Wait, let me be
Unless
a
food's
gentleman and
complimentary,
hold
then
the door for you people. Here we go. Up.
As you all begin to make your way out, you can see, looking back, Ovan sits down at her desk and goes back into writing into some paperwork. Door closes. And you guys are able to make of the day what you wish. You can gather items, food, get your gold.
is
Um,
there an armory? Sorry, you go.
just quickly out of character, is above VTT buggy for anyone else?
Oh no,
Because
it's been
anytime
buggy.
Yeah.
I click on the map, it gets me to the upper right, sorry, left corner.
Yeah, it's been buggy as shit all day for me.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know what's going on. It was buggy for me as well.
Do we
I
want
guess
to just leave?
And
one
again,
floor is working fine.
Do we
Yeah.
want to just leave above VTT alone for now and just do theater of the mind for now?
Yeah, we can do Theater of the Mind. We don't need to move around on the map itself.
All right.
So what do you guys wish to do?
Well, we're probably gonna
Is
go find somewhere to have lunch.
or is going to lead them was that
But
No, I think he said to find a place where to sell the items at.
Oh, okay.
Because I heard items.
If we're doing that, knowing how well Luca knows Waterdeep, would Luca know a good place to get a good deal on the on the things we have to sell?
go ahead, roll a history check, also at advantage.
I'm just gonna roll it in the I'm not gonna roll it in above VTT. I'm just gonna roll it in this because my character sheet refuses to come up.
No problem.
If it would roll at advantage, roll. All right, my roll is refusing to load on either thing. Oh,
Jeez.
that's not an advantage. And that's also a straight roll, and my history is a +8, so that doesn't make any sense.
Man, gotta love technology sometimes.
Gotta love
Mm.
technology.
If you guys have physical dice,
Technology
you can feel
sucks.
free to roll physical dice.
Yeah, let me roll physical dice.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right,
grab my dice.
that's 17 plus 8, 25?
25? Okay. Yeah, you know a number of places that you could go to that you could sell goods at. But the one that sticks out to you is Chancellor's Miniwares, as it's more of a like general but also fine goods store.
Yeah.
Somewhere that takes some of everything, but also is known for its quality.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Then after we collect our money from the main counter, we'll go there.
All right.
And Darcy. So we have to go to the reception area, right?
Yes.
Can she ask about colors for Scruffy?
Collars.
Yeah,
Okay. There's
maybe they have a spare.
looks to be that the main person there right now is the dwarf from earlier. And he looks up to you and says, so you need a color for your rat?
Yes, I believe so.
And
For
my
the
bird.
others around here to know that he's not just a pest.
All right. So fuck. Begins digging through his underneath the counter, looking through some things. You hear as he digs a loud metallic sound of something just falling. Ping, ting, ding. Shite. After another minute, he comes back out from underneath the counter and holds up a small collar. Looks as though it would need to be tightened a fair bit for Scruffy, because even how Scruffy is, still like fairly large. But it holds what looks to be a metal dog tag in the same shape as the emblem that you now carry. And he proceeds to find a quill and ink, flipping it over and looking up to you and saying, Alright, so what's your rat's name?
It's Scruffy.
Scruffy?
Yes.
Alright, how do you spell it?
Oh god, out of character. I suck at spelling. It's a SCRUFFY.
Ah, good. No weird elven fucking bullshit. Here you go. Hands over the collar.
Thank you. But then she would like get herself at the oven comment.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Welcome to the guild.
Thank you.
s-
Just very
um,
awkwardly.
Seymour will approach the dwarf as like, good fellow, do you by chance have a ankle tag for a avian friend?
Looks up to you. These fucking adventurers who keep finding these pets. Give me a moment. And goes back underneath the counter, grumbling as he does another. Fuck. Pushes something out of the way. There's a loud scraping noise up before he's like. You hear a very muffled "Oh, I think I found it." Jesus. Not Jesus. That doesn't make sense.
Probably
Um,
Mirrodin.
By Moradin's balls. Why has it got to be so deep in here?
I believe that is what she said.
I don't know who it
of
was
course, the
that
bard
said
of
that,
crass jokes.
but that was a good one. As you hear him start to chuckle.
That's a short.
Couple seconds later, you see him emerge from underneath this counter with what looks to be a little anklet, with the similar collar of the rat with the dog tag on it, and he again takes up his quill and flips it over to the backside. All right, and name for your feathered friend.
Swift wing.
I knew it'd be one of you fuckers. Have to be so fancy. Swift wing. Here you go.
Thank you. I can't whistle for shit, so Seymour's gonna like whistle like a harmonic tune, and Swiftwing is gonna like scream like bomber down towards him and like land on his arm.
I assume that you have a hawker's glove.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you didn't, that'd be points of damage. So the hawk lands on your arm, holding tight on the glove as he looks to you and then kind of looks away. Recent events having shaded a different image of you for a moment.
Seymour will look at Swiftwing and say, "Do not turn your head away from me, mister. It was not my fault that that fucking bard. It was the bard's fault. He's the one that put the spell on me. Do you really think I would intentionally take off my clothes in front of people? No, sir.
I am not a bard.
Then what are you?
I'm a wizard.
You look pretty bardish to me, but if you're a wizard, you're a wizard. Look at this fella. Doesn't know what class he is.
You see, go ahead and give an animal handling roll.
Right, okay. Go on, dice gods. 13.
13. All right. With a 13, you see the. If you've ever seen a bird shrug in this moment, it's now. Just wings, and then back down before it extends out a claw for you to put on the ankle bracelet.
And I do so. Think.
All right. So you guys have been paid a gold number that I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was like 300.
About that.
So 300 in gold for that, and then an additional 300 gold in materials that you guys found in your treasure chest. We can roleplay the shopping if you guys want.
So we have 600 gold collectively.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 150 for each of us if we want to split it up. Or if we want to keep it in one pot, we can do that as well.
You can.
I'd like my coins, please.
Alright. Then Luca would hand over 150 coin, no, 150 gold to Seymour. What about you two? Do we want to keep our money in a pot, or do we want to keep it separate?
Let's go with separate.
Okay. Then she'll give 100. Then Luca will give 150 gold to both M's character and Eris's character.
Oh, I'm okay. You can keep that share.
Okay.
Well, I would assume that if I would need something of this plane, you would be willing to, spare what would be my share to buy it, correct?
Of course.
Well, then I'm okay for you to carry everything.
Then he keeps Eris's and his own portion of stuff and gives 150 to Seymour and M's character.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Then, with gold distributed, items sold, and pets taken care of, do you wish to find a place to eat within Waterdeep, or will you go back to the guild for a meal?
Would Luca would know a good place to eat, right? Like, do I have to roll for that, or do I just know a good place?
With your previous role, you do know a good place.
Okay.
Waterdeep does have several. In the Sea Ward specifically, they typically have a very nice. The Sea Ward is the wealthiest section of Waterdeep,
I see.
and yeah, they have a lot of good locations to eat at. You do know that the House of Purple Silks is a very well-known place and is also a typical pleasure palace.
Oh, interesting.
Another one that you would know of is, looking at the map right now, the Pilgrim's Rest, which is a 3-story building. It's a comfortable inn that's moderately priced, at least by, Waterdeep's standards. Uh, for a typical meal, you'd be looking at about a gold piece
Per or for all of us?
per.
Mm.
Waterdeep in this area is very expensive. If you're looking for more affordable, while still staying in nice, there's also the Tavern of the Flagon Dragon, which you would know very well as it is not far from the Blackstaff Tower. A lot of the students of Blackstaff would come here on their nights to have a meal and to decompress from learning for the day.
Okay, I think I'll take people there.
Okay. To the Tavern of the Flagon Dragon. Then as you guys are taken to the tavern, you guys walk through you have to go through the river gate, heading through the trades ward, and being led to the Flagon Dragon. It was in... How'd I lose it already? Which district was it? It was in this one. Here we go. You are taken through Bazaar Street, which cuts next to the Grand Market, and at the Grand Market you all see it is still fairly active, being around 2-3 in the afternoon. There are vendors and the smells of different foods from far off lands, importers and traders, people trying to hawk and sell their goods as much as they can. But making your way past, you head to the Flagon Dragon and see a 2-story tavern that stands 2 stories with a green-ish paint job on the outside. The paint somewhat fading from the years that it's been here. And on a sign out front, hanging above the entrance door, there is what appears to be a dragon painted red but faded from decades, possibly even longer, of being outside, holding a flagon in its claw and the other with a thumbs up, an almost cartoonish smile on it. And inside, it appears to be very active. There's a bard currently in one corner playing and singing to a crowd of students that are standing just outside of her stage area. A tall man, bald head with very pale skin, stands behind the counter and is getting drinks and food brought out, as well as what look to be 2 elven women who walk around handing out meals and drinks to the various students that are sitting here, that are at the tables to decompress for the night. As you all enter in, the man that stands behind this counter looks over, waving a hand, very large hand before he notices Luca giving him a nod, saying, "Welcome to the Flagon Dragon. Hope you all find our accommodations up to par."
They always are.
Luca, it's been a minute since I last saw you.
It's been a minute since I last saw you too, friend.
Well, you know I can't really give drinks or meals for free, but find yourselves a seat. I'll be right with you. Kind of a busy night.
Of course.
Luca, you would know that this is the inn owner, a Goliath by the name of Hafthor.
Got it.
And the two elven waitresses that are bringing out food are a wood elf and a high elf. The wood elf is named Gilladris, but typically goes by Gal for short. And the high elf is known as Fandwil and gets very irritated at people who don't pronounce her name properly.
Got it.
But there is a table that you guys can make your way to that is not currently being occupied by students. But you do hear the bard sing. She comes to the end of her song before she looks out to the group, and you hear her voice call out, "Next, I sing a song that my... Actually, no, that's the wrong voice. Next is a song for those adventurers who wish to make a name for themselves. Watch carefully lest you fall into the trap of a banshee." And she picks up her lute and begins to play, and you hear a song. If everyone is on above VTT, hopefully you will hear this song. Otherwise, this is for those watching on the stream. Nope, not gonna write them down. You don't know this. Only Luca knows it. Also, thank you to DN Dungeons for providing this music. It is fantastic. Really enjoy it. There will be credit in the description, but
Would Seymour know this song as well?
I would,
As being a fair traveled man.
I would say that you are not exactly familiar with this person singing it. The song itself you've heard a few times, but have been under different variations.
She's got quite a lovely voice, doesn't she? Like a siren's.
Oh,
And that
I,
barkeep.
Here.
I'm sorry.
Darcy is not able to hear the music over the sound of Scruffy trying to scramble around, is messing with his collar, just seems
Scruffy,
overall.
come back!
Blame it all on me.
Seymour will lean over to shit. Got your character's name, Milo.
Dude, shit.
Not Milo. Alec. Alexander. Fuck me.
Luca.
Luca. Seymour will lean over to Luca and say, "That barkeep, he reminds me quite much of my ex-boyfriend. He was
You know.
Goliath as well."
I see.
They probably don't know each other. Not all Goliaths know each other. But imagine if they did. That'd be quite extravagant, wouldn't it?
Uh,
Anyway, what's for food?
It's around this.
Oh, go ahead.
It is around this point that one of the elven women come over. You see, it is the wood elf gal. And as she comes over, she looks to the group and gives a bright smile before saying, "Alright there, so what can I do for you?"
I
Yeah,
will.
Oh, go ahead.
Food-wise, I will not have seafood because it's disgusting. Um, no offense if you do like seafood. I will have the soup of the day, please.
Well, the soup of the day is seafood soup. So
Of course it was.
we got a nice clam chowder.
The thought of clam chowder makes Seymour gag. No, thank you. I will have the rice, beans, and chicken, please, with lots of salsa verde.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. There's a little bit of judgment in her face as she writes this down before looking over to Luca, and she takes her writing implement and kind of points it. I've seen you around here now, haven't I?
You have.
Huh. This right on the tip of my tongue. So hold on there, bud. Don't worry. I got it. Tuka.
Enough.
All right. What would you like?
I will take the catfish.
We did get some catfish in here, fresh. So you're getting the good fresh fish.
Sounds good to me.
Good choice. And for you, ladies.
Well, I'll take the soup. That sounds lovely.
Ooh. I like the. Fuck. I'm trying to keep the Uper accent, but it keeps transitioning into others. It's so close to other accents.
Thought I heard Australian for a second.
No, it's. I'm trying to go Minnesotan Uper. like very like on the edge
Don't
of
you
the
know?
Canadian. Don't you know there, bud? Okay, I think I got it. So your look, the clam chowder, that's my favorite too. So definitely get some for you.
Ah, thank you. Never had any, but here's hoping it's good.
You'll love it. I can guarantee it. So, and you miss.
Um, would you have anything that doesn't have any um you know that is mainly a greenery and maybe some vegetables that goes along.
Ah, so not much in the way of leafy, cause a lot of us tend to eat our meat there, but I can find you some. You just leafy.
Well, just nothing that has any meat or fish in.
Hmm. Well, I think we can make something for you. Uh, no meat. You put any skin on your bones there, but it's not up to me. It's your turn. So I'll get these orders right in. Does anyone want any drinks?
I will have a screwdriver.
Screwdriver. Oh, there, bud. Yep, a screwdriver. We'll get one right on.
I don't know what on earth a screwdriver is, but I'll just have some water, please.
Make it two.
Two waters.
Darcy. Oh, sorry.
What?
Darcy would just look to Luca and ask, "Hey, what?"
A screwdriver. It's a type of drink.
Hmm. Okay, I'll have one as well.
Two screwdrivers and two waters. Okay. I'll get right on those. And she turns and walks away, leaving you guys to discuss and wait if you guys wish.
What a lovely place.
It is. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, I see. I see. How exactly do you know this place?
I am an apprentice for the Black Staff.
Never heard of. I'm so sorry. How are you liking it?
The Black Staff is a good woman. She keeps people on a tight leash and keeps her magic in check.
Fascinating. So I guess this is a gathering area. It's lovely. Are we far from? I forgot how you named the place. Wait, the Dark Tower.
The Black Staff Tower.
The Black Staff Tower.
No, we are not far at all. Can Luca just point out the window and point out where the Black Staff Tower is from here?
Yeah, as you point out, Nova, you see where he points is this tall tower made of dark marble, many different windows on the outside, but it very much looks like what I'd imagine Nova would imagine as soon as being told that wizards have towers. the most stereotyped of wizard towers, if any, could have been made.
Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, that's imposing. Interesting. Oh, right. Okay.
It's probably the biggest building in Waterdeep.
Oh, well, I will take your words for it. It's kind of my first time here, so yes, I will take your words for it. But it's all very nice. Have you two been here before? Well, you three, I guess. Not forgetting dear Scruffy.
I actually meant to ask if Darcy knows this place. I mean, she grew up struggling and on the streets.
This is kind of far from the districts that Darcy would typically be found in.
Well, I actually grew up around here, but never been here. Luca, did you grow up around here in the city, or are you just here for the black staff?
I grew up as I grew up in a carnival. When I lost my arm, he kind of like pulls up the prosthetic and twiddles his fingers for a minute. The black staff took me in. I interceded on a failed assassination attempt.
Well, I'm sorry.
It happened, and the metal arm has become something of a brand for me.
So how long have you been here?
I've been here for a little over a decade.
I mean, that's a lot. How old are you exactly?
Ooh, let me check my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Huh.
Wait, you said a little over a decade. Yeah. But I was about to say Mercy. But Dorothy, on did you not say that you were a half elf? Isn't a decade small for you? Isn't it? Don't half elves live? Sorry, this is kind of like this one is out of character.
Elves lived until about like 150, 160 if memory serves.
Yeah, they're a little bit older. They can go a little bit longer than a human would, but definitely nowhere near full elves. And the half elf is considered in adults the same time as humans.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm half elf too. I'm only. Give me a second. How old am I?
The moment where everyone checked their age. They covered their age.
How old am I?
How old am I? I've been
mean-
on the water so long that time just
Are you
drifts
a
away.
boy or a girl? Fucking Pokemon intro.
Seymour's 30 years old.
Ah, the old man.
Yes, he's the eldest.
Old.
Oldest.
Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I aged her that much.
I love how dramatic the difference between like Milo and Luca's age difference is, because like Milo's almost like 400 years fucking old, and Luca's like 20. Luca's like 24.
Milo
Where do we see it? Oh,
should be in your descriptions.
Go to your background.
Yeah, that. Milo's
oh,
journey
oh no! I didn't
for
get it that old.
centuries has been around for long forgotten things. And then there's Luca. Hey guys, I just turned like 24 yesterday, so
I'm an adult now.
what's up guys? I'm gonna be the Black Staff.
Okay, okay.
You hear
But till then,
you also hear in the background that the singer has switched through different songs. And as she sings, there's a strange etherealness that comes from her voice. Looking back towards her, you would notice, actually, the people that would notice are the people with a passive of 15 or more.
So not me.
So I think
Not
it's
me either.
just Nova. Nova, as you glance back in hearing this new song, you notice that there's something on pointed at her throat currently. It appears to be this thin metallic rod that is pointed at and touching her throat. And it's bringing this strange, almost reverb, but also etherealness to it. And amplifying the voice over the sound of the people moving through this tavern. But there's something strange in the way that she holds it pointed directly at her throat the entire time she sings.
is she still playing the lute? I think you said it was the lute.
The lute is still playing.
Oh, then I will to whomever is near to say, oh, that's a very interesting. That's very interesting. It seems like I'm not sure. It's thinking from that stick she's holding to her throat. Have you seen her do that before? Almost said Milo. Dang. Luca. Disappeared. Are you there?
Luca, I think she's trying to talk to you.
Sorry, I had my mic turned off because someone was talking to me in the background. What were people saying? Sorry about that.
All good. So Nova was pointing out that the bard is currently holding a rod to her throat and singing and making the ethereal and different quality to her voice, while the lute plays without her holding the lute. And I think she was asking if you knew anything about that.
can I roll an Arcana check to see if I know anything about it?
Go ahead.
All right. That is okay. So that's a 14 total.
14. Being a student of the Black Staff, you would know this fairly well. You've seen it in use in not just this tavern or the or any like performances. You would also have noticed this being used by various professors within the Waterdavian School of Wizardry within the Blackstaff Tower. Often this is used as a vocal amplification of the voice, and you know that it's actually a fairly common and the spell that is cast through this in order to amplify is thaumaturgy. So
Okay.
this is a wand of sound amplification that casts thaumaturgy on the person so long as they hold it to their throat.
I see.
Kind of like a modern day microphone, but without needing speakers.
Neat.
The lute itself, which is playing on its own, is a animated instrument, which is not as common.
Yeah.
As it is one mostly used for the bardic trade, it is not something that is sought after by large groups of people, but typically bards that are said to have had these enchanted instruments, they are typically well-known bards, as it is a very expensive item to make.
I see. I see. She is using a couple different magic items. The one pressed to her throat is a voice enhancer of a certain way.
Oh. It's very
I've seen-
soothing.
Hmm?
It's very soothing.
Indeed.
Okay. After a little bit longer, Gal comes back over with drinks, setting down the screwdriver in front of Darcy, and Luca setting down a large pitcher of water and two glass cups for Nova and Seymour. Alright, there, so got you your screwdrivers. I hope they came out well. And your waters. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask, because we're here to help and serve. So just feel free to ask if you have anything else that you need from me. Your food's gonna be out in a few more minutes. There's something that had to be taken care of by the back kitchen chef, so it'll be just a little bit longer. But you all enjoy your drinks, okay? Even your waters.
So kind, so kind. Wait, where's my mug? So kind, so kind.
She heads off.
Darcy would immediately begin, like, first smelling the drink.
Go ahead, give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Okay. My. Oh, 22.
22. All right. With a 22, smells of oranges and a very strong alcohol. But there's also a faint hint of lime added in. And sniffing it a little bit, you don't detect anything that is harmful other than alcohol.
So I don't think she had any alcohol before. But she doesn't want the others to know. So she'll just start drinking it, not very carefully. She's
Okay, so give me a Constitution saving throw.
oh no. Okay.
Luca would kind of raise a brow watching her and just like
Oh, no.
kind of like sit there in
It's a
amusement.
5.
You, Luca, as your brow raises and you watch her, you see her take this glass and start chugging it. Just absolutely downing this drink that is meant to be drank over a longer period of time. And about halfway, you see her eyes open and go wide with surprise before she sets it down, and you see her and kind of like lean back into her chair a bit, slump back, and her eyes get a little bit glossy.
It's very nice. Can I get another one?
Luca would just kind of like his mouth would fall open a little bit before he shuts it and takes a sip of his drink. This is going to be fun. Of course. He waves down the waitress again. Can I get another one for her?
She's gonna look at you and oh dear. Are you sure? Are you sure you want another one?
Yeah. It was very tasty.
Okay. And she goes off and gets another one made. You still have half of a cup already. But do you have a cup or 2 half cups? So right now it kind of looks like there's 2 right next to each other, and they keep moving and everything's spinning a little bit. You feel very warm. And not this song. The woman keeps singing, there's no man singing.
Maybe there is for her. Who knows? Right now.
Actually, during this time, as you're listening to the music, I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. 10. Oh no.
Music overcomes you, and in this moment, with how warm you're feeling right now, and the sound of the music, the taste of the screwdriver, you've never really danced before. Now sounds like the perfect time to start.
No. Well, I guess she would take off her coat and just get to it. But first, she would try very hard. She would miss probably, but she would try to grab Nova by the wrist to drag her away.
To go
For dance.
join. Okay.
Yeah.
Nova, do you allow that?
What? No.
Okay. Do you allow her to grab you to pull you in for a dance?
Well, I feel like she will be confused though, but I guess she will stand up.
Okay.
But confused.
It takes one or two tries to actually land on Nova's wrist, as for some reason it just seems she keeps moving a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left, but you finally grab hold and you have something solid, and now Nova's standing there fully. You have a sense, and she is the one solid thing in this room of everything that is just doubled. And you drag her up to go dancing. Actually, the song that comes on is, let's see.
Vida Polka.
You hear this song begin to start. So, if you could, I would like you to please tell me, how does a drunken Darcy dance?
Oh god. Wait. Well. Very awkward. Very clumsy. Sort of like, you've seen me before.
Yeah?
You know that I don't have any coordination. She would be the same. She would be the same.
Okay.
But she would be very cheerful. Like, she would try to drag Noah around.
No, but you're being dragged around by this drunken half-elf. The song is going, and instead of the bard getting all the attention, you see a group of students kind of turn to see this awkward display of merriment.
Wait. Is there any way that when she sees how awkward it is, because she's awkward as well, obviously, mostly in whatever situation is going on, is there any way she can change that into maybe teaching her dance that she would know from childhood, let's say, or teenagehood?
Go ahead and
least.
give me a performance check. Let's see.
Let's make it awkward. Even more awkward. Let's see. Up. Oh wait, no, I didn't roll. Did you roll?
15? 15 total?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Now, Darcy, give me a straight intelligence check at disadvantage.
Cool. Oh. Well, it's not a nat 20, sadly.
A 12.
12.
12
Yes.
is exactly what you're looking for. So, I want
Is it?
Nova, I want you to explain to me, what is the dance, and does it symbolize anything, or was it just something that you picked up?
Would it symbolize something? I'd say probably like a ceremonial dance, but it doesn't look so ceremonial because the gestures are it's still like quite large, and you see that it's something that's meant to be danced in groups anyways. So the fact that there are two of them, that's okay. A lot of arms, a lot of swirling and turning, but it's quite of a, yeah, it's there's still like a little bit of distance, and sometimes it's just like, have you seen the ball dance when you just put the hands just against each other and then you turns?
Yeah.
Things like this. And then little turn and swirl
As
bow and
someone
turn
who
and
trained
swirl.
in ballroom dancing, yes, I do know what you're speaking of.
Right.
So, as the two of you continue dancing and have now gotten more of the attention of the various students here, you see a couple students actually come up and join this dance, and what was once 2 becomes 5, becomes 6, becomes 12, and then fairly soon you have an entire group all doing a similar dance, and you can see the barred woman smile faintly as she looks to you all, and then thinks for a moment, and this song fades out as she changes to a new one.
Would Noah, by the way, would she tell Darcy about how it's meant to be danced like multiple people, like as a group?
Yeah.
Because
I feel
then she
like
would.
when she first grabbed her hand to show her like, okay, you're being a
Oh,
bit awkward right now. Let's while she dance, she would explain you.
oh, then she would absolutely like lean back a bit and point to Luca and Seymour and be like, guys, come on, come here.
Luca will shrug, swallow the rest of his drink, and go join in the dancing.
Seymour will. It's like, I don't like dancing, but fine. Bring up the tempo, and he'll come along.
Bring up the tempo. You see, let me see if I've got the one that I'm thinking of on here. I don't think I do. She thinks for a little bit, then nods, and this song too fades. And she begins a new song. I think it's this one. No, it wasn't that one. Where is it? Ah, here it is. And you see the energy of the place begin to build. The whole tavern seeming to raise in atmosphere, raise in general merriment, and there are a couple halflings in here that as soon as they hear this song, just jump up and immediately join into the dance. Those that had been sitting previously and apart from this, you almost see a mischievous look come across their face as they join into it. One halfling you hear as you guys continue your dance is saying to his elven partner, who kind of has to lean down to actually meet his hand. You know, I am actually part of Loreen. I came here from Loreen. So my home. This is my home. And then the conversation fades as you guys move past them in this dance. I'm going to need a group performance check. Let's see how this goes. Darcy, you have disadvantage on this.
All right. I got a 25.
25.
Again, 13.
I got a 12.
Okay. 25, 13, 11, and 12. Overall, not a absolute failure. There are definitely awkward moments, but you all see Luca just fully get into the song and is absolutely like moving and timing with every beat in perfect motion. Almost as if he's done this dance before, though this is a dance that is customary for your family, Nova.
I mean, she was always awkward, so it's good.
And the song continues on. It's a fun song, a fun beat. Can't help but actually feel like you are getting drawn into the music almost. And with this, we're going to take our break. Taking our bio break. So for those watching on stream, we'll be back in 10. Those watching on YouTube, we'll be back when we are back. But before we go, wanted to say again, thank you to Pocket Bard for giving ambiance. Helps out so much in setting scenes. And thank you to Dean Dungeons for giving us permission to use music. If you guys enjoy the songs, feel free to go check out Dean Dungeons for their full list of songs that they have come out with. They're all actually inspired by the campaign that they are currently playing in. So, be back in 10 minutes. I'll leave on a song. You know what? We'll actually do a different song because that song came to an end, so we'll do... Now, why are they doing it now? Okay. Actually, we'll do this one. So anybody watching the stream, feel free to comment in the chat if you can. About what you guys think of this music. If you enjoy it, let me know. Because I really enjoy it. But also, I need to go grab something, so I will be right back.
Seek the past, mother, where are you? In walls of stone I learned to pray, but in my heart questions stay. With each new dawn I walk the way to find the love that went away. Through every forest, every plain, I journey on through joy and pain. In every dream that I've pursued, I seek the past, Mother, where are you? Years have passed, the path unfolds, with faith in heart and courage bold. A nun with purpose, seeking past, in every face hope at last. Through every forest, every plain, I journey on through joy and pain. In every dream that I've pursued, I seek the past, Mother, where are The road is long, but I'm not tired. Your memory fuels my soul, my fire. In every prayer, in every sigh, I'll search for you, Mother, where are you? In a wood so deep where rivers wind, lived an ogre strong, peace on his mind, left his
Oh, by the way, Caleb,
Mm-hmm.
just so you know, I probably won't be able to show up tomorrow because I have a Friendsgiving party that I have to get ready for.
No problem.
Yeah.
in the castle door.
Why does it do this?
In the dawns and early light he wakes, to the mines his journey takes. Simba's strength, a hidden flame, slave by day they know his name. Simba, lion in chains, in the night he feels no pains. Unbeaten hero, fierce and bright, in the ring he claims his right.
Muy guapo.
Mhm.
Nothing. By myself.
Born in shadows, cursed by fate. Mother's cries that sealed the gate. Blood of darkness, soul of light. Split between both day and night. Hunter of the nightmares fed. Monsters born from dreams of dread. Mother's ghost, I hear her plea. Justice drives the heart in me.
The ambience sounds like we're on a ship, just creaking and thudding and bottles clanking.
It does, doesn't it?
Mm.
That, but it's supposed to be a tavern ambiance. It's supposed to be like people moving around the tavern and glasses clinking and floorboards.
I can see that, but I can kind of see that or envision that, imagine it. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it just sounds like a boat just shifting.
Yeah.
Is the Beauty and the Beast coming to Sydney? Or is that Melbourne? Yeah, Melbourne.
Mother's ghost, I hear her plea. Justice drives the heart in me. Haunted by what I became. Half in shadow, half in flame. Still I fight a warrior's cry. Till the night itself shall die.
This asset is fantastic and I love it.
Mm.
If you guys ever plan on doing any D&D online, or if you're looking for something to help you with that, for 5th edition specifically, 5e tools is fantastic asset.
Oh yeah.
It gives you like everything that you need to run the game.
I'll definitely have to look into that because I want to run a game. There's a campaign that I scrapped the one about the Unicorn Queen because I did some deep diving, and there are other deities in Dungeons and Dragons called the Unicorn Queen. So I was like, yeah, scrap that. And I'm doing it called. What's it called? Let me bring it up. The Isle of something. Oh, it's called Dragon's Eye Island, Trials of the Lost. And I want to build it eventually, or take inspiration, use the bones of a pre-existing remake campaign and just build upon it.
It is...
That's
It has, for the DM screen, it gives you a bunch of options for that alone. But you also have access to every single book that has ever been released by Wizards of the Coast.
wow.
Wow.
Like, without paying a cent, you have access to everything.
Wow.
Damn, nice.
And
Good to know.
you also have access to it even has RPG cards builder. So you can make RPG cards for like magic items or NPCs. And if you're in person, then you can take that, print those out, and actually be able to hand out items. For me, I could, if I learned how to do it more, I'd be able to make the RPG cards and then send it to you guys so that you can have a card.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, it also, I would send you guys the link, but the link directly is the thing that builds the DM screen. So you guys be able to see my DM screen, and that has a lot on it. But has stuff for like rules, players, you can have stat generator. It even gives you a walkthrough of this is your life based off of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So there's a lot of things in it, and it's really fun and it's really cool, and I like it a lot. But going back.
Thank you for sharing this good resource, though.
Yeah. I want you guys to have access to things that are good for learning. It's fun. But we are back. And let's see. As the dance comes to an end, you guys are able to make your way back to your tables. Back to your table, and you see as the songs continue, the rest of the tavern continues its dance, continues its merriment, and as you sit down, it's now that Gal is able to bring out the food, handing over to Seymour. We got this. We had some chicken, we had some rice, and you said something called salsa verde, and I don't know quite what salsa verde is, but we made something that I think you should like. And sets down. It's essentially like a white person's approximation of salsa verde. Absolutely not what you meant, but it's serviceable, and sets down the chicken, rice, and beans.
It's the old verde sauce from Taco Bell.
Yeah, essentially. It'll do in a pinch. Then handing over the clam chowder, she gives you a little look as she sets down the second screwdriver at this time too. That there was some lovely dancing there. It's been quite a while since I last saw someone dance like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
She then passes over a plate of leafy greens with whole carrots just kind of haphazardly tossed into it. There's like a big red tomato that just sits at the direct center of the plate. So our chef back there typically only makes things that involve some meat in them. He isn't really good on the whole, not meat foods. And I made this one up myself. This is what my folks used to eat when we didn't catch anything out in the woods. So I hope this is what you're looking for.
Well, I wholeheartedly appreciate it. Thank you so much. What a beautiful tomato.
There was just a bit too much green on there. I needed something of different colors.
Oh, I'm sure it's fantastic. Thank you.
The bright smile before heading to Luca. And Luca, remind me what you ordered?
Food. He just ordered the drink.
He just ordered the drink and he just ordered food. Or he just ordered the drink only.
He just ordered the drink. He never ordered any food.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. He ordered the catfish.
He ordered the catfish. That's right. And
I was about to say.
you get the catfish. So much has happened since then.
So much.
you get the catfish, and the catfish you get is a very it's a catfish strip that has been fried, breaded, is like there's actually two different ways that it's served. One is the fried, which you got, and then next to it is a blackened, like Cajun style catfish. And it sits on a bed of rice with some dipping sauces given to you as well. And also a big plate of greasy fries.
Gotcha.
It is the most comfort food that anyone has ever had.
This restaurant knows how to do Cajun, but not Mexican salsa. Nice.
Yeah. This is absolutely a Cajun. The Flagon Dragon, absolutely a Cajun place. This has Louisiana Mardi Gras written all over it.
In D&D, it's not called Cajun, it's called Majin.
No. Oh. All of those D4s that you guys had removed, guess what? They're all back with that one. That Soul one has brought back every single one.
Worth. It's worth it.
Oh god. Ethan's dying, okay.
I just thought of that off the top of my head. I'm good.
Oh no. So, you guys have your food, your drink, song is happening in the background still. Anything else you guys would like to do as I blatantly ignore the Majin?
That could go in your book. I'm just saying. Last one, write it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, put in your D&D joke book.
No.
I'm sure you do have at the end of it like places, extra pages. You know those empty pages at the end of a book. Write your note down here. Do it. Do it.
Anybody who actively writes in a book should be punished by law.
Exactly. Unless it's a book that's actually meant to be written in.
Even in those.
Mm.
Even in
You
those.
expect
Like
to
a
catalog- How
like
do you
a-
expect us to catalog human knowledge?
Oh, you can write your own book, but don't just go in and write in a book that's already been written in.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
meant like a
Now
writing
they
book,
make-
you dipshit.
Yeah, even in those.
Now they make see-through post-its that you can write your notes on and just stick it in the book, but you can still see through. They are pretty great.
Yeah,
keep-
well, in the world of D&D, they
And
don't
the
have
DA
see-through post-it notes.
Nah.
In the world, what do you call Cajun food in Faerun?
What do I...
Majin.
No. 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 That's bad. You're bad. You want to know what they call Cajun food?
What?
I have to pull up the entire map. Is this one? Ah, here we go. Yep. So, Cajun food actually comes from the land of... Where is it? It was... I had one, not there.
Technically, if you're talking what each place is kind of based off of society-wise, Cajun food comes from like Creole, like a mix of French and African food. So you'd probably, if we're putting it to French, then you'd have to say it came from fucking, oh, what's it called again? The place that fucking Milo's from. The land of the purple dragon, Cormier.
Ah, yeah. That's the one that I was looking for. It's
Yeah,
Cormier.
you'd have to say it's Cormier and delicacies. Wonderful.
Cormish.
I still like Major. I still like Majin. It's funny. Ha ha ha.
Hehe. I mean, I guess if Milo were to make some of his food from his big air quotes homeland, you could call it Fajin.
I can't wait.
Just
to
the
use
utter
psychic
disgust on
damage
Caleb's
you guys.
face.
So
Yum yum yum. Food delicious.
yes.
Now next.
Food delicious, songs fun. Anything you guys would like to do in the meantime, as everybody eats? Food is food. The clam chowder's pretty tasty for someone who can barely taste at this moment. And that second screwdriver is gonna hit even harder as soon as you start drinking it. Nova, your
Wait.
salad is a salad.
Paladin.
The tomatoes really is a big, juicy tomato, so it's kind of hard to like cut into it with basic cutlery that you're given.
What do you mean? She would have eaten it like if it was an apple.
Oh, well then just
Cutleries. What are those?
you guys just see Nova just bite into this and juice just spray.
That's there, I guess. Let's go back to the drunk woman.
No.
You're gonna have to roll
Um,
at some point.
Seymour will pipe up and be like, I haven't been in Waterdeep in maybe, I think, 8 years? It's been 8 years since I've been in Waterdeep last. Nothing much has changed, as Waterdeep likes to keep its consistency of damp, dreary, and dark.
So the three of you could have actually met long ago. Well, in a way.
In a way, I mostly stayed near the docks, because I was a captain of a ship. Well, was I back then? 8 years ago? Yes, I was. I captained a ship called the Singing Clam. It was an ugly ass ship. I refuse to sail it again.
Have
It was-
you have you captained other ships then?
Before joining you fellow travelers on this adventure, I was sailing a cargo ship called the Dancing Buoy. It was large, cumbersome, and overtly annoying to sail, especially the crew, who were always drunk. So shit barely got done. except for my first mate. He was quite a lovely chap. He got shit done when I got it when I asked him to the first time.
Where are they all
But
now?
yes, I've been a. Well, most of my crew were just hands of hire. So didn't quite really have much to do with. Well, we did spend like 8 months together up on the sea, but we all just kind of went our own ways since when I said I would no longer be their captain. And they just found work elsewhere.
Oh, that's really sad.
A
So
little,
you are just
but
all alone.
I wouldn't say I'm always a little alone. I got Swiftwing. He's always with me.
Oh,
Goes the bird. Um, I do have my mother back in Talashar. Haven't seen her in a good while. I should really write her a letter.
oh yes. It's important to think about, your folks from time to time.
Hmm.
Well, how about the rest of you? Any family around?
I mean, I still have most of my family, my mother and father, and a few cousins, a few uncles and aunts.
Do they reside here in Waterdeep?
No, they're in a carnival that travels.
Oh yes, you said that earlier. That you were taken in from a carnival. What kind of carnival?
Well, we had large animals to ride. We had clowns. We had all sorts of different shows and the like that were played. Games, all sorts of things.
Animals in carnivals. Hmm. Hmm.
I don't
What
think
about
the druid likes
you?
that idea.
She hates that idea. What about you,
Oh.
Dorothy? Well, besides Cruffy, of course.
She looks up after like eating like a maniac to you know, help her with the alcohol. Holding the bowl like this. Um, what was your question?
What about your family?
Um,
We're talking about family.
family. Well, I don't know anything about them.
Oh, you an orphan. Oh, but someone must have raised you.
Yeah. Well, I was raised on the streets mostly.
Oh, all alone.
Trying to.
How did you fare?
I wasn't all alone, of course. Well, I'd I'd rather not talk about that right now. I don't want to bring down the mood.
Well, I feel like we're born to travel together for quite some time. But okay, you can share whatever you want, I guess.
Mhm. Seymour will lean into Luca and say, "The druid does have a lot of people skills. She seems a bit too joyous when she said the word orphan."
Yes.
What about you, Druid? Where's your family?
Well, at the moment, I would assume that they are home. I think, I guess. You know, with the
And
time moving differently, it's a little complicated, but yeah.
where's home for you?
Oh, so I come from a little village. I'm sorry, by the way, I'm going to have to wing that one because you know. So it's a little village called Briar Hollow.
Hmm?
I can see you nodding at the same time. I'm stressed. It's actually it happened to be in the Feywild. We are going to head there. I'm not exactly sure if we're going to be close or far. It's quite of a, you know, big place. But yes, mainly it's in the heart of a forest. Um, I'm not really sure what else I can say about it. We have a lot
Fair
of
enough.
trees, like I guess in a forest, like a good forest wood, and free animals that lives in the wild peacefully. I saw that, but
Mm.
yeah.
Mm, My
Well,
village is called Little Gull. Little Gull. Gull. Gull.
oh look at
It's a
that!
quaint little.
Somebody's spelling.
Huh?
Don't worry, keep going. That was for Caleb.
Oh. It's a quaint little place. It's on the coastline of Talashar. Probably a good 4-day ride from the capital. Um, Grew up there my whole life. Worked with my father on his fishing boat. Brought in the fish. I hate fish, but sometimes you just gotta eat it when it's the only source of sustenance you have. He shudders at the thought of eating fish.
You could have asked for a salad.
Our village is built on a beach. Not a lot of places to grow vegetables.
Oh,
But we
I
did eat a
see.
lot of seaweed, though. A lot of seaweed. Um,
Oh,
hmm. My father, his name was Damon Seaborn. That's where I, that's where I got my last name. It's not because of convenient naming conventions. My father, he's human. His name is Damon Seaborn. My mother is a sea elf who does not have a last name. Her name is. I forgot. Let me have a look.
You forgot your mother's name.
Shut up. Uh, right. Did have I allies? Her name is Idiophia. That's it. No last name. Sea elves don't really have last names, so it's just quite convenient she met a man named with the last name Seaborn, because he was born by the sea. Or was he born at sea? The context clues are very confusing.
depends. Maybe sometimes it's not necessary to have, you know, a given name. No, wait,
Hmm.
a surname.
to have not to a surname, yes. So Seymour Seaborn. Seymour was my mother's idea, and obviously Seaborn, I got that from my father. Shall we get to moving? Or are we still eating and drinking?
I
I
guess we
think it,
can go once Darcy has finished her drink. It would be such a waste to leave it like this.
She would just try to down the whole thing without like
Another
being
con
sick.
save. Disadvantage.
Cool.
Seymour intervenes how about I finish it? If you drink that, you might be walking head over heels and in the bad way.
Would you?
Most definitely.
Hmm.
He takes the mug and just chugs it.
Chugs it. Con save.
Sure thing. Come on. 8.
No, you're coming with me. Nice.
Seymour,
I'm down the hill.
you drank before. And
Yes.
part of you knows you shouldn't do this. Who cares about that part of you at this moment as you chug the entire screwdriver at once? This entire fresh glass. And it's a pleasant taste. And as it hits your stomach, you get this warm rush over you. And then the nausea hits. And then everything begins to start moving as if you're back on a ship. But you're standing on solid ground, and that dissonance between the two sensory inputs is enough to get you to grab onto the table to keep yourself from just falling out of your chair.
What's in this? This is. Ugh.
it's
This is
not.
Are you alright?
It's not that.
I'm fine.
It's not that strong a drink. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why everyone is having such a hard time with it.
Luca's perfectly fine.
I don't know.
no.
I love how much this is getting talked up because out of character, I've had screwdrivers before. They're like some of the weakest fucking drinks ever.
I've never had a screwdriver, so
It
out of
has-
character, I've never had a screwdriver.
It's basically just orange juice with a little bit of vodka in it.
Now, to be fair, the way that I make screwdrivers is a little bit of orange juice with a lot of vodka. Because I'm here for a fun time, not for a tasty time. So, in my eye, it's you just chugged essentially 2 shots of vodka.
Okay, yeah, no, that would do it.
For someone who has never had it, you get halfway in and that's all. Person that has drank before can get the entire thing, but holy fuck. So
It's like having a tequila sunrise. It's fun, then it just gets worse as you continue.
yeah, it's for someone who is used to, or their liver can handle mass quantities of alcohol, absolutely fine. If you sip it, if you try to just down it all at once, no. So
Lord.
2 drunk party members.
2 drunk party members, 1 vegetarian, and 1 drinking happily.
One vegetarian, not even. The other one, unfortunately.
Vegan.
Yes.
Oh,
That
oh no.
one.
Oh no, filthy vegan in my games. Oh. Okay. There will be
Hmm.
and
Vegetables aplenty.
so
A vegan cult in the game somewhere. Vegan
yes.
cult.
We're gonna summon
They're
them.
Yeah, they're a devout followers of Shantae, and they are full-on vegan cult.
No, they're not.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go a little bit early because I've got to get stuff prepared for tomorrow.
Okay. No, I
Alright.
think we're gonna call it here. Cause
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
little 3-hour session. The big stuff's coming soon, so yeah.
Mm.
We're gonna end the session here, and I got some stuff to prepare for next time, but it should be fun. So
Does this give us a short rest though?
I will end this on a long rest. Tomorrow, on the day that you guys wake up, we'll have Darcy and Seymour going through hangovers. But with that, we're gonna end the session here. Comments, questions, concerns. I'll go to Luca first, since you gotta get out of here. So
It was a pretty light session. We got to do some roleplay. I had a good time.
awesome. Then next we'll do Darcy.
Which was a good one. I'm glad that we, like the characters, got to know each other a bit more. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. All right. Next, Nova.
But then she got drunk. Hilarious. No, it was very fun. I agree with everybody. It was nice to have that little moment of talking about each other's characters, getting a little bit in depth in there. But yes, very good one as always.
Awesome. And Seymour.
I'm looking forward to getting into the trauma of our characters. But yes, yeah, I really enjoyed today. Yeah, as Erica said, getting into a little bit more of our characters to give the viewers and ourselves more of an insight to our characters' lives. Just little tidbits, which is nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, half naked, almost naked Seymour, drunk Seymour, couldn't ask for more.
Awesome.
And that all rhymed.
Then
You.
I've got so much to plan out for next week's game. Actually, we may be doing next week's game. That's Black Friday. So we might be here for next week, but we'll see. Depends.
The 30th? Yeah,
Yeah.
I should be here.
But I had fun. Got to use the music and had fun enjoying doing the things. Also, I have this set up for what we're gonna be doing next week, so I will keep that safe in the order that it's in. Then I think with that we are ready to do our
Oh yes. Wait.
end of
Oh, but this
Strange
time?
Business.
This time, do tell me the page number as well.
All right.
Ready.
Let's see.
In shires they dance, their spirits unsealed. Bright Louis in halflings leave
Trying to find a really good one. Oh,
so full they laugh
what did the dragon say?
they find their way. Bright Louis in
After being hit by a vorpal sword?
What did the dragon say?
You'll find out in the next session.
Ah,
Nice.
okay.
Page number
105.
105. Brilliant. Thank you.
So we are gonna end the
Did the
stream
job.
here again. Thanks to Pocket Bard and DN Dungeons for the music. Really enjoying it so far. But see you guys in the next one.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.